You're in the middle of a presentation and you forget what you have to say next. Oops. It happens to all of us. The first thing to remember is to not get nervous, because really you're being judged on the quality of your content and not your memory. So there's really nothing to worry about. But if it does happen, here are 4 things that you can do to tackle the situation. 4 things that you can do when you forget what you have to say during a presentation. This is Dipika saying, welcome to She Means Business. It often happens that when you're giving a presentation or any kind of public speaking assignment you're doing, you lose your train of thought and you forget what you have to say next. Sometimes it's also because you're so overwhelmed with the audience in front of you that you just forget what you have to say next. It's perfectly okay. I'm going to share with you 4 things that you can do in a situation like this. Number 1, and this is something I always do. I keep a sheet of paper in front of me with one word keywords, one word cues. So for example, if I have to tell a story, so I will just write train story, underneath that, whatever comes next, I will just write one word so that I can just glance down at the paper and I don't have to read long sentences while giving a presentation. I can just see the word and it reminds me of what I have to say next. So just one word cues or one word keywords in front of you on a sheet of paper will always help to remind you of what are the things that you have to say. To always know the flow of your presentation. So it's like a story, right? Treat your presentation like a story, right? If you're telling a story, you will not jump from one end to the other end, forget the middle, forget something else, right? There is always a logical flow to any story. Similarly, your presentation also should have a logical flow. So think about your presentation as a story. Tell that story to yourself so that you don't forget what has to come next, right? So this happened and then this happened and then obviously I have to show this data and then I have to do this explanation and then I have to tell this story, because there is a logical flow. Always be clear of that logical flow in your head. Treat it like a story. 3. Admit you've forgotten. Nothing works like authenticity, right? If you are clear on your content, and if you're good at your content, and if you're good at the subject matter, just forgetting what comes next, you will never be judged on. So be authentic and say, oops, I forgot what I have to say next. So let me just refer to my notes or refer to your presentation. It's perfectly okay to admit. In fact, that kind of authenticity also makes people relate to you, because you are human, right? And everybody begins to remember their flaws as well. So it's always just good to authentically admit that, oops, I forgot. Let me just refer to my presentation and come back. So just admit. 4, pause and take a sip of water. I always feel that calms me down. It also helps me to collect my thoughts and figure out what comes next. Just that very act of pausing to take a sip of water is a very natural break, but in the meantime, you can scramble in your brain to think about what you have to say next. Or if you're following my first tip, while taking the sip of water, you can glance down at your notes and look at that one word which will help you to remember what you have to say next. These are 4 tips. It is human to forget. And like I said, it is the content that counts, not so much as your memory. If you're good with your content and if you're a subject matter expert, first of all, you will not really forget what you have to say, because you'll know the flow of your presentation. It doesn't matter if you jumble it up here and there. But the thing is, if you do forget, that these are 4 things that will help you. Hopefully, you must practice them. Let me know what you think and let me know if you have any such tip, if you've come across this situation and what you've done to tackle this situation. I would love to share it with our viewers as well. This is Dipika saying, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and share it. This is Dipika saying, till next time, bye-bye.